live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. It's the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Wilkins. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Rivers, the pass to Rollins. Here's Rivers. Right wing from 15 feet away. And the basket by Willis.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Over to the wing. With the 7-footer. Misses off the left iron. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Whitman passes to Rivers. Pass to Willis. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Hill. Another one falls for Atlanta.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Here's Iverson. There's the triple. Here's Mutombo. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Here's Wilkins. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Lynch.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Mutombo. It's hauled in by Rollins.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Whitman passes to Rivers. Here's Willis. Pass to Wilkins. Got it. Good job in the low post.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Sixers trailing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iverson's got 5.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Whitman. Here's Wilkins. Here's Rollins. 5 on the clock. No one near him. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Rivers. Still without a bucket. Pass to Wilkins. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Rivers. Here's Willis. On the wing, Rivers. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Iverson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Lynch. Here's Iverson. Plenty of space. Again, the Sixers score.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Rivers. There's a screen. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Iverson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. They swipe it. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Iverson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Iverson's got 9. The Hawks trailing. Here's Rivers. Pass to Willis. And there's the rejection. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Iverson. That one goes in. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Here's Atlanta now, trailing by 5. Here's Rivers. Pass to Ross. And he hits the jumper.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Buford, guarded by Ross. Here's McKee. Again, the Sixers score.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Here's Webb. A minute 22 left to play in the first. Livingston, that's good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter. Pass to Snow. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Substitution on the court.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
He's perfect from the line this time. 52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Iverson. 11 points in the game. Pass to McKee. Fires from the wing. Iverson can't hit. Outside Ross.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. McKee, the pass to Iverson. Jacks up a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Wilkins. He's got 6. Pass to Livingston. Ross with it. 2 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Sixers ahead, leading by just 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
The Sixers leading. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Iverson. The rebound by Concat. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Webb. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Iverson. To the paint. Here's Geiger. And he dunks it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Oh, they get a hand on it. Going all the way to the rack. By himself. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here. Boy, no idea why. Look at the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Geiger. Here's McKee. To the wing, right side. Buford passes to Geiger. Clock at 6. Here's McKee, guarded by Ross. No good from outside. The Hawks trailing. Here's Webb. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Webb's got 6 points.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Iverson. 16 points for him. Good on the bucket.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Webb. Pass to Wilkins. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's McKee, guarded by Ross. Here's Iverson. Launches a 3, and it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. to the wing on the left. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Wilkins. And that one hits the back iron. So it's Philadelphia now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Trey Rollins. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, Dikembe Mutombo. 2 shots.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Here's Webb. He has 6. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And it's Atlanta's ball. 4-point game. Pass to Rollins. Here's Webb. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Whitman passes to Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. That one a little long.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
McKee, the pass to Lynch. All sorts of time. Iverson can't hit. Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. Pass to Webb from about 19. And yep, it's good. Webb's got 8.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Webb's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Here's McKee. Here's Iverson. The Sixers again can't hit. Wilkins, the pass to Webb. And he lobs it up. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Rivers is checked in for Atlanta.
Substitution on the court.
Whitman passes to Webb. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Hill. The shot by Webb, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Snow. He's scoreless. Pass to Iverson from the arc. It's hauled in by Rollins.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Willis. He has 6. And it's all tied up. Willis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Willis has gone 4 of 5 from the floor. Just the 1 miss. Iverson passes to Snow. They still need this. That's good on the jumper. And the 76ers lead by 2. Atlanta with the ball. And the Hawks call time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
from the inbound. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's McKee. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Webb. Give him 8. To the inside. Willis. It's hauled in by Hill. The Sixers leading. Stripped away. And we've got 1:18 left in the second. And he drops it in from the low post. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's McKee. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Here's Webb. On the wing, Rivers. Good work defensively by Hill. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
It's good.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. Doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. That one's good for 2. Willis has got 10.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Here's McKee. Again, Philadelphia. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sixers ahead, leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. The lead in this series is up for grabs. How important is it to start off with a win?
To me, it's crucial because it sets the tone. Ernie, Kenny, you always want to be a step ahead, like I'm a step ahead of you guys.
I agree with Shaq, but the playoffs are about adjustments. If you lose, hopefully you learn, and then you bounce back.
Good points. I don't get to say that very often. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And it's Rollins in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Iverson passes to Hill to the right side. Here's Iverson. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Iverson's got 24 points.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Rivers. Clock at 6. Pass Pass to Willis. Here's Wilkins. Launches it. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Lets a floater go. Shot's good by Iverson.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Rivers. Fades. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Snow. From 10 feet away. The rebound by the Hawks. Rollins has got 4 rebounds in the game. And there's the drive.
Allen Iverson. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Atlanta, Randy Wittman. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Snow. To the left side wing. Lets it fly. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. The Hawks trailing. Here's Wittman. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the wing, Rivers. It's good from about 19 feet. Rivers has got 8 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Iverson. And he's got 28 now. And is blocked. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
George Leach. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Hawks, Dominique Wilkins.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. The Sixers leading. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And there's a pick. The baseline J is on the way. Here's Mutombo. Poke loose. Here's Whitman. Iverson with a rebound.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
It's hauled in by Rollins. Rollins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Atlanta calls timeout. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Whitman passes to Willis. Here's Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers from about 19. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Mutombo's got rebound number 8 now. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Iverson. And he's got 28 now. Shot's good by Hill.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Hill's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Rivers. Give him 8. Pass to Wilkins. Back to Rivers. Here's Whitman. And he gets it to go from the high post. Here's Snow. Here's Iverson. The baseline J. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the Hawks making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 5. Here's Rivers, pass to Willis. Here's Webb, and the bucket is good. Webb's got 10. And Philadelphia has possession. Here's Iverson. There's a screen. And here's Hill. And the layup is good. Give him 8 points now.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Hill's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Here's Rivers. Give him 8 points now. Here's Webb. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Pass to McKee. Here's Snow. Here's the 3. And that one's good. McKee's got 9.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Rivers, the pass to Willis. 1:56 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Webb. And he puts up a 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer for the Hawks. Unfortunately, the injury looks pretty serious. And this team is hoping to contend with a tough first-round matchup, so I'm sure they're anxious to get back to full strength. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's McKee. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
The 76ers making a switch here.
One shot.
There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Webb. To stop the run. And the layup is good off the glass. Webb's got 14.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's McKee. He's got 14. Down low. Here's Iverson. That shot missing. The Hawks trailing.
might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Here's Webb. Here's Wilkins. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Sixers leading. Here's Iverson. Pass to McKee. The floater. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Webb. Pass to Wilkins. Goes back up. Here's Koncak. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Iverson passes to Jones. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
At the line for the 76ers, Jermaine Jones. 1 shot.
That's good from Jones. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Webb. Pass to Wilkins. And there's a 3-second violation.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. Here's Iverson. Rebound Atlanta. Rollins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Wilkins, defended by Jones. Webb passes to Wilkins. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jones. Wilkins can't hit. Wilkins has gone 5 of 13 from the field. To the middle. Here's Iverson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Atlanta again missing.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. They set the pick. McKee, the pass to Mutombo. There's the three. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the 76ers. Dikembe Mutombo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Webb. To the paint. Here's Livingston. Yes, it's good. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Iverson. Outside Jones. Pass to Iverson. Here's Mutombo. Up and in on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Webb. Blocked! And they recover it. Wilkins, the pass to Webb. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Mutombo with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Shot on the wing. Again, the Sixers score.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Here's Webb. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Livingston to the inside. Webb. Can't get it to fall.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's McKee. Here's Buford. Again, the Sixers score.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And now the Sixers on the break. And the shot goes in. Iverson's got 36 points.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Here's Webb. Pass to Wilkins. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Yep, that one's good. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I just love the ball move.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
I mean, he's the reason they're off to such a great start in the series. From the jump, he was fired up and ready to fight hard for the win. Here's Iverson. The three. The shot off that time. Inside. Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Snow. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Hill. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Willis. To get back on track. On target from range. Wilkins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Pass to Snow. Inside, here's Mutombo. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the 76ers lead by 20.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Rivers, the pass to Wilkins. Floats one. Mutombo with the rebound. Here's Iverson. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Wilkins. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Iverson. Knocks it down from distance. Iverson's got 41.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now in the lineup for the 76ers, Matt Geiger, Jermaine Jones, Aaron McKee, Kevin Ollie.
Here's Whitman. Pass to Wilkins. Fires from 14. Again, Atlanta. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in game one.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
I know, I just kind of close that. I'm not trying to restrict my legs. When it depends on everyone, I probably put that about the money. Trying to get a job. I'm trying to do out myself. It's like, I don't understand. That's what why it is for that. Few people say that I was going to get half and really anything. Half and I thought we were competitive about it. Like I've heard about it, she's not going to tell you. But I'm doing my thing too. That's not what I mean. You have to do it. I'm just, I guess it's about I understand, but I've been asking for nothing. But there's my thing. The only part helps you out because it's going to be, she's taking it. So I'm going to take money, and you're going to put your money into the money. And then I fire you on it. You know, help me, you know, this is why we go get a job. You know, it's not, I mean, to me, it's just like I said, I keep the best.